You living to me, you living to me. Way of life, way of life. Lah, nolek. Load game. Anakku. Oh my god, udah full banget itu. Wow, ikonku udah banyak, keren. And I also believe. Quest udah semua ya jadi.
I wish the tribute area teaches how to fight. Never won after.
No sign of the child.
You don't think this?
Yes?
Jurus Deluge. Deluge yang mana ini? Aku mau reduce Roswell.
Yes?
Reduce dynamic cooldown by 8 second. 8 second. Ini serapnya apa ini? Itu tsunami. Wih, tsunami emang lama ya gitu. Crosswell lebih OP
Flawless.
dia. Tadi mana anjir? Server increase attack proficiency with each precious dot. Ini kayak deh. Nggak perlu ganti lagi deh. Buat apa diganti?
Bastard things. And once everyone left me in peace.
Kokobo, bisa pakai Umbra, Ambrosia.
Come on. Faster.
There's a large gate up ahead, and beyond it, a cluster of ancient ruins. The temple, or the Heir of Hours as my people call it, can only be reached by passing through them.
Okay, alright. Set.
The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
Why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume?
Noticed her, have you?
Oh. Lah, kiri nggak ke kanan
The
atau?
temple is up there.
Don't worry, those cliffs aren't the only way to the top. But at least we won.
Oh, ini dia nih. Aquamarine.
Are these the ruins?
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have lived here.
Robert Crab, anjir aneh banget namanya.
Is that beast ringing? Too slow.
Now it's home. $100.000 anjir. Enak banget.
Seems like it isn't only Haven's blacksmith that has an appetite for these things.
These remind me of home.
You're from the north, then?
Yes. And no.
I see.
Oh, ada sesuatu tuh. Gua lihat ya. Something there.
Fire and flame! Stay down! It's over!
Tuh di sini XP gede banget, the grinding anjir. Wheel of Water Deluge. Chill, bro. Temple Coral.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Gila, sakit banget anjir. Ya, ayu lagi. The gallery. Aduh. Ada lagi anjir aja. Aduh, gagal lagi. Aduh, harus selesai gua tuh. Wah, gila singanya sih. Itu udah kayak boss anjir. Maiden Smart.
Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
Away to the top.
And whatever it is that awaits us there.
Horus. Horus di situ. Oh, masih ke kiri.
There. The temple that time forgot.
Of Horus, misi dia. Temple of Time Forget.
And the Ver is inside.
Yes. You can see the spell's path from the nave.
What is it?
Joshua mana anjir?
I don't know. It's probably nothing.
Lah, Joshua nggak ada, hilang. Joshua anjir.
Forgive me, but why build the Ver here?
The spell was originally meant to be cast on Drake's Eye, and this was the only place with an unbroken line of sight.
Joshua, where are you, Joshua?
Tomberries like to think these ruins are their own.
They look none too pleased to see us.
Wah, itu ngapain dia anjir? Get the dead.
While our numbers dwindle,
Jure
theirs seem only to
bugel.
increase, as if they were feeding off our suffering.
In the land of Balesti. Crosswell, tapi apa itu anjir? Increase crosswell damage. Oh, damage. Kayaknya nggak perlu ada upgrade lagi deh. Bingung gua. you got bigger sword ya. Even bigger. Right.
Could this be their leader?
You're more than welcome to ask.
Aduh, salah gua. Apa ulti kan?
There's a good boy.
Aduh, 3.000 doang. Ah, shit.
Me boy.
Bye-bye.
It's over.
Full is gold.
That could have been worse, I suppose.
Aye, well, if the forest's taught me anything, it's that there's always something worse.
Aduh, chest kayu. Tuh. Reflection of wind. Kayu-kayu kok emas. And just Garuda iconic fit deadly impress, increasing both impress rate and deadly leap elevation. Itu bagus apa tuh?
I needed that. Slow.
Waduh, timing jelek banget anjir. $100.000, gila. Kelihatan enak banget ya. Kemana nih? Oh, gitu. Nge-crash kayak itu. Anjir.
Is that the nave?
Just inside the dome, yes. But it's what's out here that worries me.
Luas lagi. Aduh, gerigakan.
There I was thinking they'd all migrated south.
The weaker ones
Salamander
did.
anjir.
The weaker ones. Did you hear that, Sid?
What the?
Too slow. What's wrong with its skin?
You don't want to be
Kenapa itu,
around
anjir?
to find out. Get back.
Kamu pakai ini padahal. Itu sakit banget, gila. Hair matter lumayan lah, nggak gampang-gampang susah. Reflection of light. Ancient Ramu iconic feat blind of justice slowing time even further during feat execution while increasing speed at which target lock onto. Increasing speed at which target lock onto Ancient Ramu. Slowing time even further during feat execution. Kayaknya buat ininya ya, yang ngelok-ngelok ya deh.
This place. It's frozen. Just like the surge.
Another of my ancestors' sins. Shall we?
Kita masuknya gimana, kena time freeze gitu.
The blue veil shows the extent of the spell's reach.
But I can feel its ether from here.
The Aether, okay, Aether. How do we get in?
Shula, wait. Before we cross the threshold, I'd like to know a little more about how these magics work. I assume we'll be safe from their influence.
We won't grind to a halt, if that's what you mean. The spell only affects the things that were present at the moment it was cast.
Lah, bisa masuk ya anjir.
But if we can enter, that means other things can as well.
Like the ones we saw on the way here.
And worse, probably.
Oh my god.
Is this Leviathan's doing?
Well, it certainly wasn't ours. When he realized my ancestors were attempting to cast a spell from here, he made to destroy the temple.
And almost did by the looks of it.
Lagu enak banget cuy. Wow. Hai, stop. Lagunya anjir cozy. Wow. The flavor of water at the shop tip.
There's on bones.
I could, but they are.
Then why is it so cold in here?
Kok nge-freeze anjir? Enak banget anjir, satisfying. Itu kalau kena pedangnya one hit ya ini deh. Coba tes ah. Coba pukul. Oh enggak. Ngelap. Set deh. Oh my god. Satisfying banget itu.
Imagine what this place must have been like before the attack.
Hey, Aireska, Aireska. Naik rank kapan? Sabar, tamatin dulu nih, gue lagi namatin.
The priests would deliver their sermons from the dais. Your father?
Panjang banget gamenya. Gue persuat aja dan I like it. 100 jam anjing, gila sama DLC anjing. What? Keren banget. Time stop ya. Dia lagi ya.
Just let us pass. It's all right. We'll get through this.
To me, boy. As you're ready. Let's try. Help me, boy.
Waduh. Ribu, buset.
Path is clear.
Grinding banget itu anjir kalau ada dia mah.
The fair.
Pare. Pare, pare. Pare apa pare? Pare. Pare.
By the founder.
It's just as I thought.
Jill. Does this ether not feel somehow?
Familiar, yes. I sensed it the moment we arrived, though I wasn't sure until now. You can feel it too, can't you, Clive? She's calling us.
You don't mean the witch?
I do. Though she was more than that.
Duit siapa duit anjir?
Much more. She was a dominant. A dominant who once commanded the icon that now resides in both me and Clive.
Of course. I don't know why I didn't see it. Who else would have the power to freeze time?
None other than Shiva herself. But for her ether to
Eva?
endure after all these years,
Eva?
it's almost as if...
Anjir,
as
siap.
if she shared it with another,
Wah,
just as
anjir.
Torgal shared in my ice.
Wah, anjir. Ya lu siapa anjir?
Shiva's companion. Something tells
Di
me
Pak Companion.
he's not as friendly as us.
My ancestors never warned us about this.
Wasn't left here for them. I doubt they even knew it existed.
Wah, gila. Hehehe, sabar dulu dong. Timekeeper anjir. Gak tahu tiba-tiba sinematik aja loh anjir tuh. Dari mana anjir?
Why won't it yield?
Because it would sooner die than fail its mistress.
Then it leaves us no choice. Too slow. Let's try.
Oh my.
Too slow.
Anjir, saya kira ada lagi dong.
Did it just?
It did. Let's not give it another chance.
Two already. Let's try.
What the fuck is that, bro? my god. Corbo, the story. Ya lama gua anjir. Gue gak bisa gerak anjay. Oh my god.
I needed that, huh?
Weh, kapan gue mau main anjing? I wonder why I die. Wonder why. I wonder why I die ya. Oh my god, tuh nggak bisa. How like? Ya ampun, dari awal lagi aja.
Did it just
anjir. Anjir nggak kena lagi. Jangan crash dong. Gila anjing. Waduh.
It's getting angrier by the moment.
We better cut this short.
Juga di time freeze lagi anjir. Wah gila. Lu notice anjir.
I needed that.
Lu notice anjir. Elixir gue terakhir. Sama banget lawan dia doang anjir. Reflection of ice, ancient Seifa iconic field, close snap, bolt ray, increased duration of frostbite, ice strike, extended input window, permafrost. Wah, lebih kuat banget anjir. What the fuck? Halo, welcome. Rafli Irawan 8325. Ya, lu juga. Welcome.
Now let's destroy it and put an end to this.
Wait. The spell must be weakened, not undone. Did you ever stop to wonder what might happen to the tidal surge if I unraveled the whole spell at once? I didn't think so. This is going to require a bit more finesse.
Thumbnail gue.
From wind and light, water and earth, let the silent pall of mine ice. There's too much ether. Let me help. Let us help. Almost.
Did it work?
I think so. The thread connecting this place to the child should be broken. Meaning Walyas should finally be...
Free once more. Leviathan, our most profane
Ultima, Ji, what are you doing here, Ultima?
defiled by the hand
Lu ngurusin hidup orang aja lu anjir.
shackled by his hubris, till Mythos came, bringing release. Now, let the sins of man be redeemed by the hand of the servant of God.
Damn it.
It's happening. Isn't it?
It is.
What is... What's going on?
Precisely what we feared. Leviathan is out of control. Don't despair. This isn't over yet. You should head back to the village and get everyone to higher ground. As for the rest, Ifrit will handle.
Oh anjir, semudah itu ya ngomong ya. Bisa tinggal Ifrit ya. Restore the flow of time. Nggak bisa pulang dulu nih anjir nih. The Surge. Cape Neptune, Cape of Neptune.
After 80 years of imprisonment, I'd be angry too. But I can't let it end like this, Warriors. It's time for you to come home.
Wah gila. Sendirian gue. Aduh lo lagi anjir.
Of your playthings.
Level 52, wow, oke. Ini Eddie anjir. Eddie atau ya? Gue kenapa lagi anjir?
Right. I heard you the first time. I'm not here to hurt you, warriors!
Masih baik, gak ngerti anjir.
Fuck. That was too close.
Ngelek.
Enough! Come on then. No more hiding.
Waljas. Waljas. Muncul batera merah ya ini ya, congor ya.
This isn't what I wanted! I only hope you can forgive me.
Waduh, ngelag anjir. Waduh, gua nggak ready anjir. Gila, gua gak ready anjir. Akhirnya gua kangen banget. Oh my god, gua gak liat itu anjir. Ini pengadarnya buset. god, itu bahaya banget anjir. Mampus coy. Gila tebel banget ini. Parah banget ini banget cuy. Kalah sama ini anjir ya. Gue di mana lagi nih, domain expansion anjir. Gila. Gila loh. What a jet? Aduh, kok gagal? Aduh, gagal ini anjir. anjir rugi dong.
Tired, Leviathan.
Apalagi?
Stop this! I'm not here to play!
Betul banget itu anjir. Oh bisa ini ya?
I said, stop! This has gone on long enough!
Harusnya bisa sih, maybe. I guess so. Five. Wah, mati dong gua. Four, three. Sabar, sabar, sabar. Wah, mati dah gua. Wah, udah mati aja.
The village.
Tsunami. Oh my god. Mati dong gua. Help, I'm under the water, please help me. I'm under the water. Wah, gila susah banget ini anjir.
Stop this! I'm not here to play!
Aduh, kena lagi anjir. Oh, no, please. Aduh. Waduh, gagal lagi anjir.
The village.
I'm underwater. Hey, please help me. I'm underwater, please. Gimana ya anjir ya? Susah anjir ya? Bingung gue deh. Taruh. Otomatis kudasai, otomatis. Bisa nggak ya? Menu, buat apa menu aja?
Stop this! I'm not here to play! I said stop! This has gone on long enough!
Berapa lagi anjir? Nggak bisa ini.
the village.
Aduh, pusing gua anjir. Gimana ya?
Stop this! I'm not here to play!
Gagal itu ada sih. Spell udah gagal itu.
I said stop! This has gone on long enough!
Aduh, please. Wah, let's go. Anjing, gila banget.
I want you.
mati udah fix. Wah gila. Wah. Pegas.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you?
What a scroll.
Garuda will be proud.
Mati gua ini anjir. Hindarnya kayak gimana, kayak tsunami gitu gua hindarin. Bagaimana anjir? Wah gila, baru mulai anjir loh. Wah anjir. Wah gila, itu aspek anjir.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you?
Aduh, ini penghindar ya.
Garuda will be proud.
Wah gila. Gue gak ngerti tuh ngindarnya gimana anjir. Oh my god, susah banget. Ngindarnya gimana itu, ngindar bulut-bulutannya anjir. Anjir, punya skill Bahamut keren banget.
Not this time.
Ya ampun, kalau udah ngeluarin tsunami mati dong gua. Oh nggak deh.
If that's what you want.
Enggak, gue bikin gue mati anjir. Gagal.
You're fucked the mind. This time, you went back to sleep!
Rasengan. Leviathan tamet, anjir tamet gitu. Gila mati berapa kali gue? 1, 3, 4, 5. Ini susah banget lawannya anjir. Tapi dengan semua itu worth it banget. Anjir sinematiknya anjir. Lagunya agak lumayan cuy. Gila dia sih nggak main-main anjir. Bayi udah bisa se-OP itu, ngeri banget. Well, jujur gue kecewa sih sama dominan Leviathan. Apa harus bayi sih aja. Dia masih anak muda lah.
Now that was quite a tantrum.
Clive! Where is he?
Oh Joshua nggak ikut ya anjir ya? Oh lu nggak ikut sih Joshua? Harusnya lu ikutan juga lah. Gue butuh skill Phoenix lu anjir.
He's adorable.
Ini gue bisa lihat Time Lord gak ya? Nggak bisa ya?
He is now. But did you see him a few
Time Lordnya
moments ago?
Leviathan nggak ada tadi.
Clive, I don't know how to thank you.
Nangis.
It's all right. We should find him a dry blanket, though. Wouldn't want the little monster catching a cold.
Aneh banget, Joshua kenapa nggak ikut tadi ya? Dia ngapain anjir? Wait, kemarin gue terakhir gue lupa deh ya. Joshua ngapain ya? Tadi dia lawan timekeeper nggak ikut, cuma bertiga, berempat.
There. He's finally asleep.
The poor thing had a long day.
That makes two of us. So, what happens now?
Now? Now, we make things right.
How?
By providing Walyas what he was denied. A place to learn and grow. A family to love and protect him. So that one day, when the wounds in his heart and mind have finally healed, he might decide for himself how he'd like to live the rest of his life. But until then, I'll stay by his side, come what may.
Then he's a lucky boy. And not only because he'll have the best warrior this side of the belt to teach him the battle axe.
She'll do her best.
Shula. The beast that threatened your home is tamed. The empire that threatened your people toppled. Might it not be time to cast off your ancestors' glamour and retake your place in the Twins?
Perhaps. It's not as if we have the crystals to maintain the wall much longer. But are we truly safe? Is the world truly ready to accept us for who we are and what we believe? If I remember rightly, you and yours still choose to remain hidden, do you not?
We do.
Well, your people will always be welcome in Haven, regardless.
As will yours in the hideaway. We're allies now. If there's anything you need from us, supplies, food, equipment, do not hesitate to ask.
It's kind of you to offer. But we'll manage, just as we always have. Besides, I suspect you'll be needing everything at your disposal if you're going to save the world.
Wih, lagunya ini lagi. Shit. Highway.
I fear much of it is past saving. The best we can do is strive to turn what's left into a world where we can all live as equals.
A noble endeavor. And there'll be a place in this world for us, will there? For Walyas.
For everyone. I swear it.
Then we shall be waiting. Until the tides bear you back to shore.
Aduh, ngos-ngosan gue. Aduh, capek. Quest complete. The Rising Tide. Udah kah? That's it? Karena harus ada lagi ya. Gue denger ada icon satu lagi nih.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Well, yes. Only time will tell. But I can certainly think of worse places to spend one's childhood. The moats of water are a fine people, and they will take good care of him.
Up by the Vare, Ultima spoke to me. He called Leviathan his most profaned fragment, and told me to redeem the sins that had laid him low.
Is that so? The sins of Wallius's ancestors were grave indeed. To force him to prime at so tender an age.
And to freeze him in time, that he might never know what it was to live.
Yet I doubt either of those crimes was the source of Ultima's displeasure. It was that the Icon's power had been put to another purpose than the one he intended. To him, Leviathan must have seemed an aberration.
Could that be why Ultima made no attempt to lead me to him? The fear that this profaned fragment might corrupt his vessel somehow.
Perhaps. Or perhaps he simply deemed Leviathan surplus to requirements. Having concluded that his vessel might be made to serve his purposes without the full sum of his power.
His purposes. There's no escaping them. Even here. Hidden away in Mysidia, the blessing of the crystals proved nothing but a prison. A prison into which Wallius was born, and from which freedom is hard won. If the world doesn't change, if we don't change it, he'll end up suffering the same fate as every dominant who came before him.
Then we must change it.
That we must.
And we shall.
Tame the Tide. Widih. Wow. Gimana gue cara dapetin? Cara dapetinnya gimana cuy? How to get Ultima Icon? Katanya ada Ultima Icon.
My lord, might I have a moment of your time? I would beg of you a service.
Certainly. What is it?
It's a long story. But before we get to that, would I be right in thinking Lady Shula told you about the witch from the north?
Yes. She said that your ancestors found her here, and that it was she who taught them the spell to stop time. She was like Wallius, you know. A dominant. The Warden of Ice.
My great-grandmother suspected as much. She cared for the poor woman when the end was near, and it was she whose duty became to attend her grave. A duty that was passed down.
I see. And the service you would beg of me?
Well, until recently, the path to the grave had long been blocked by a fallen tree. But when our woodsmen finally found time to move it, we quickly realized it might have been better had they not. On trying to clear the rest of the path, you see, we discovered that a flock of bloodthirsty beasts had claimed the cliffs beyond. None of us was a match for them. But you, my lord, have proven your strength many times over. Would you drive them away for us?
At the witch's grave.
Of course. I'll see the path is made safe.
Thank you, my lord. The grave is in a place called Witch Drop. To reach it, one must turn left at the Winged Wains.
Why so far from Haven?
It was where she lived. When our ancestors first came to Mysidia, they found her there, in an old abandoned village, and it was her heartfelt wish to return there in death. So when she passed away, my great-grandmother had a stone erected for her on the...
How thoughtful. Well then, no time like the present. Left at the ships, then round to the right, you said.
Just so. Thank you once again, my lord.
Beyond the grave. Biasanya sesudah lawan Leviathan ya anjir. Harusnya buat nanti lah. Harusnya simpan lah questnya baru lawan Leviathan cuy.
This should be the path to Witch Drop. Hungry, Toggle. Fire and flame! Here's our welcoming party.
Raptor anjir.
Too slow.
Lah kok malah wing sih gua. Tanggung banget 90 harusnya.
Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave? This must be it.
My lord. Thank you for making the path safe again.
Heyy. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except Heyy, who remained till the end.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after Issei's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave and found a stranger kneeling before it. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for Issei, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the air of hours in silence.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Air of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vare, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
You think this may have been the same man my great-grandmother met? Issei's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vare? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was Issei's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
That they might be together. Once and for all.
Beyond the grave. Silver penning. Epitaph for Gil.
Thank you, my lord, for reuniting them.
Oke, kita gila dijual aja itu anjir. Ngapain gue simpen anjir? Simpen itu anjir.
That's him. The one who's saved.
When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
Kaskada. Ini bagus ya. Gue jual dulu kan.
This is all we can pay.
Jangan di-sell itu, bro.
May it serve you well.
Mahal batar aja deh.
Very well.
My friend, I have news.
Yes?
Ini boleh?
I'd like to see another smith do better. Will that do you? Done. Better than you. Yes?
I think I might have found a way to break Talor's curse.
Go on.
Well, after listening to the village elders and scouring every likely-looking tome in the library, I learned that not all Tomberries are the same little green menaces we know and loathe. Apparently, a chosen few live to incredible ages and grow to many times the size of their counterparts. The folktales hold that it's the very eldest of these, the Tomberry kings, who weave the curses, and that their magics bind their victims to them, that they might continue to feed on their pain.
So if we slay the one that cast the curse, the feeding will cease.
But that was my thinking, yes. Though I doubt it'll be easy. These kings are not just bigger, they're stronger too. And if the tales are true, their followers will defend them to the death. It is a perilous proposition, in short, but it may also be Talor's only hope. What say you?
Rank of the pain. Seek out the Slayton Beot and weary.
I'll do it. Even if killing this king doesn't break the curse, Mysidia will be a safer place for its removal.
Thank you.
So then, where will I find it?
That, alas, I do not know. It must have woven the curse at the altar in Father's Fell, but as to where it is now...
Fanet! You were the one asking about Tonberries, right? Because there's a whole bloody army of them out on the cloak!
What? But why would they stray so far? And why now?
There's only one way to find out. I'll head up the mountain and see what's going on.
Right. Thank you. And please, be careful.
Where should I go? Oh, depan.
Found her. They're almost at the gate. But they won't be coming any closer.
Cinematic launcher.
That should buy Haven some time at least.
Clive, are you all right?
Fine. We've taken care of the immediate threat.
Thank the tides. I was worried I was going to lose you both. Talor, he took a sudden turn for the worse just after you left.
What? Is he?
No, he's hanging on. I fear the Tomberry King may have begun the cursing ritual again. In earnest this time. And I can't imagine their being here as a coincidence. I think it might be happening on this very mountain.
If it is, it won't be for long. Get back to Talor. I'm going up.
My thanks. I shall pray for both of you.
Buset. Search for Tomberry King. Wah, itu kayaknya di sini.
Come on. Faster! More of them. Come on then. I crave an audience with your king. Another group. They don't look very regal.
Rame banget ya. Serpent is Cry ya namanya.
Still no sign of the king. Could Fanit have been wrong? There's dozens of them. The king must be close. We'll have to take care of his followers first. Oh, that's a lot of Tombres.
Oh, enemy slain.
Looks like that's the last of them. Out here, anyway. But beastmen do like dark places.
Oh, ini goa bentuknya.
Well, I'll be damned.
Thornberry King anjir. Apa ranknya?
It even has a crown. Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here. Too slow. Nice try.
Gila. Gila apaan itu anjir? Anjir. Gila, jadi malekit anjir ya. Jadi malekit dia cuy. Jadi malekit bro ya bro. Kena sih anjir. Let's go.
finished.
Wah anjir gede, sakit banget lagi. Tebel lagi. Cuma 3 sih. Not set stuck.
It's done. Which means the curse should be broken. Let's see how Talor's doing.
Nggak ada chest gitu apa kek? Aduh nggak ada chest, kecewa.
Clive! Is it done then?
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking. What made you seek the Tombury's help in the first place?
Oh, that, well, you deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Greek arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head, ready to fall if I didn't confess. Though they never said to what. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told a soul. Tried to forget it ever happened. But then you came along and the sight of your sword brought it all flooding back. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my old chain to the Tomburys, maybe they could take all that pain away. All that anger. But it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen. And the men who tortured you likely fell with it.
If only I'd known, I might have spared everyone a lot of trouble. I'd convinced myself that you were like them, that all outsiders were the same, but you're not. Far from it. Thank you, son. Thank you.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. After we parted ways on the path to the cloak, I went straight back to Talor and explained to him what you were doing on his behalf. And just like that, his pain began to fade.
What do you mean? Just like that? The Tombury King would have still been alive. I had to contend with dozens of his minions before I found him.
Then perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or perhaps knowing that an outsider was fighting for him was what lifted the weight from Talor's heart. I know from experience that many illnesses are not wholly physical, but of the spirit.
Was there ever really a curse then? Or was Talor simply suffering from the pain of his memories? And the guilt of what he'd done? For all the difference it makes. I suppose we'll never know.
Maybe not. But this much I do know. It was your strength and your selflessness that healed his heart in the end.
I'll be sure to tell my healer friend when I get home.
Ring of Pain, sangat pain sekali benar. Susah lawannya. Ori kalau lalu.
Hey, mister, over here. Please, mister, you've got to help us. The village is in danger, and if someone doesn't do something... you should have seen it.
Stop. Take a deep breath and tell me everything. Starting with your name.
Sorry, my name's Eirik. When you went up to the Air of Hours with Miss Shula, I followed you.
You could have been killed.
Lady Shula told us you lot were great warriors, so I thought I'd be alright if I stayed close like. But then I lost track of you in the woods, and that's when I saw it.
Saw what?
A great, big, dripping, drooling monster. Spitting out great spouts of water it was, that were tearing up the ground and cutting down trees.
Why,
Spouts
Mini?
of water. I don't recall seeing anything like that in the forest.
Well, I did, and I don't ever want to see it again. You'll get rid of it, won't you?
Lost in the woods, okay.
All right. If this creature is as terrible as you claim, it could well pose a threat to the village. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the Swift one that I saw it. Maybe it's still there.
Then that's where I'll start my search. But this time, you're going to stay here. Understood?
I wouldn't go through those gates for 1,000 gil. Not with that thing out there. Good luck, though.
Oh, untung dekat anjir. River Smith anjir. Wow.
Is that the hunter?
It's you. Nasser's savior.
Are you all right? What happened?
I was tracking an ibex when a great spout of water struck me square in the back. Sent me flying all the way across the clearing.
Did you see what made it?
No. All I heard was a noise. An ear-splitting din.
Might this be the culprit?
Oh, kura-kura anjir.
You've caused enough trouble. Slow. All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal!
Perfecto. Tidak perlu limit break.
That wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared.
You made that look a lot easier than it was.
Jangan pura-pura pencipta aja langsung
That thing.
KO.
Not a chance. Would have heard it coming a league away. And the blast of water that hit me was beyond anything an Archelon can manage.
Oh. A boy from the village sent me in search of a beast that could conjure such things, but...
That's it. That's the noise I heard. Sounded like it came from the ruins.
I'll go. You head back to Haven and see a healer.
Masih ada? Apalagi itu anjir?
Thanks, Gal. What do we have here?
Ini gua notif. What the fuck?
Found her.
Notif gua baru muncul anjir. Aneh banget cuy.
Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood.
Dasar YouTube.
But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal. Where are you?
Ah ini lagi anjir. Talaos.
Another fragment of Wallius's rage. I should have known. Time to put you to bed too.
Kenapa gue langsung ini aja salah anjir. Bye-bye. Pegel anjir. Pegel banget.
Fingers crossed that's the last of them. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least.
Oh, ada item di sini anjir, gua nggak lihat. Reflection of light. Oh my god, itu buat Bahamut itu harusnya. Angels Bahamut equipping wings of light both increase speed with mega flare, gauge extended with input for mega flare dots. Wah, bagus. Ini bagus sih ini. Buain kali ya. Ya sudah semua belum ya anjir ya? Kota masih ada sih anjir.
How many times do we have to tell you? You're not to go out.
You're back.
So? Did you find the fiend that attacked me and young Eirik here?
I did. It won't be troubling you anymore.
Yes. I knew you'd get it.
Only because you warned me of its existence. Not that you should ever have learned of its existence, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
What was it anyway?
A manifestation of Leviathan's power. When we visited Wallius in the Surge, he was angry and afraid. The Icon summoned these creatures for his protection. Though why one would be wandering the ruins of Riversmeet, I don't know.
Maybe it was looking for his mum. That's where she died, isn't it? The Falls.
The Falls?
Aye. When they took her baby, she threw herself off the top. We go there once a year to pay our respects. The whole village.
An Eggy is a part of its master's spirit, but Wallius wouldn't have been aware of what had happened to his mother, would he?
Well, either way, you did us a favor putting that thing to rest. Us and Wallius.
Aye. Thanks, Smith.
Oke, nice. Gampang. Lost in the world. Nggak gampang sih, susah. Halo Lip. Welcome. Sesuai janji aku share di Discord. Janji apa? Apa janji? Janji aku cinta Uma Musume. Karakter siapa?
Tributary can fit an ibex.
Udah aku share. Coba share apa? Oh, ayam katsu 13.000. Wow. Ada lalapan, nasi, katsu. Ini. Oh, ada ya. Enak banget cuy. Biasanya kalau ini ayam. Kalau nggak ayam bakar, ayam goreng. Asli aja deh, wow. You are very
You wouldn't
lucky.
happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive? Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Full daging lumayan tebel.
Not quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless.
Keras gak?
Promises to be
Atau
quite
lumayan
hot.
empuk?
Care to join me?
Go hunting with Kula.
Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a keevra. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue.
Kalau buka pakai apa, Lip? Lo buka.
Permit me, tributary. I
Itu
can
tadi.
explain.
Itu yang tadi tuh.
Certainly, Yamila.
It's been over a week since me sister gave birth to her first child, yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits, physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail. The healers tell me there's only one
Plus
hope
tepungnya
left.
renyah, bahkan beli pas jam 3 sore. Jam 3 sore oke. Sahur pakai itu tetap renyah, gak keras.
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to benefit
Gua kadang
from this, by the
katsu
way.
gua enak,
There's her baby to think
renyah.
of.
Emang kadang ada yang
Yes,
keras.
too. She'd agreed
Ini
to be his
ujungnya
wet
kali ya,
nurse,
ujungnya.
you see.
Tahu kan ujungnya tuh ada ujung.
Thank you.
Ujung ayamnya
Our
gitu.
hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that. And it won't be achieved through weight of numbers either. The Gevra is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one. 2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
Perhaps we might help prepare the broth.
That would be most kind of you.
Come then, Clive. The river of time flows fast, and so must we. There's a Gevra that has claimed the ruins at the foot of the mountain as its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
To the forest then.
Ay, Captain. Last kick. Last lick deh. Pikir kick saja.
There's nothing a Gevra loves more than a fat haunch of ibex.
There speaks the voice of it.
Aye, sir. Aye. Dudu. Kill isu.
Ready, girl?
Ready, girl?
These will do nicely.
Baru turun gue udah digem.
It's over.
Kan lawannya rusak anjir. Rusak kematian gini, bro. Oh, little Rusa. Oh, little Rusa.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
Abis balik, kamu ada nanya kah? Nanya tadi, nanya apa ya? Kalau buka pakai itu juga. Apa namanya? Nugget, enak. Katsu. Ada kabar buruk. Tahu Toge Production mereka udah kepikiran mau pindah negara gara-gara teror orang pajak. Oh tadi gue barusan lihat gue tadi. Ya itu kenapa itu aja? Konteks dong. Walaupun gue agak gak ngerti gimana gitu. Pajaknya makin parah gitu maksudnya. Indonesia gitu. Damn bro. Come on, this is Indonesia.
There should be a sprig or two of local wheat.
Even worse,
Somewhere
getting
around
worse.
here. Look for the golden leaves.
Yang pembuatnya yang Space of Dawn. Bener gak sih? Tadi gue lihat Space of Dawn. Tingkatnya mereka datang ke pajak dengan aturan yang dibuat-buat. Itu konteksnya.
That's the stuff.
Mereka datang ke pajak dengan aturan yang dibuat-buat. Aturan yang dibuat-buat. Iya kan? Like gimana gitu? How? Dibuat-buatnya. Jadi aturan yang dibuat-buat tapi nggak boleh gitu. Dengan aturan ininya.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the Gavra from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the Gavra choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
Teori ganti grafik. Natif. Wih, bagus ya. Paling tengah lag. Anggap kamu udah bayar 20.000 lalu biasanya ada orang datang ke kamu kalau kamu udah bayar 2.000. Nah kayak gitu. Anggap kamu udah bayar 20.000 ya. Aku udah bayar 20.000. Lalu biasanya ada orang datang ke kamu kalau kamu kurang bayar 2.000. Wah, 2.000 gua tuh buat beli minuman gitu. Wah, konyol banget. Diambil gitu. Jadi ada tambahan pajak gitu. Mereka itu pakai aturan yang dibuat-buat biar maksa kamu bayar gitu. Makanya Toge jadi nggak mau urusan sama orang beginian. Oke. Tapi beneran pindah. Tapi emang separah itu ya? Ya nggak sih? Ya nggak, Lip? Parah itu nggak sih?
Beavers are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
Kamu juga pengen pindah nggak, Lip? I wanna moving.
Those won't be free.
Suruh jadi apa sih? Search for the site of Guifer. Oh, Guifer. Kalau udah parah kayak iya, tinggal nunggu revolusi aja soalnya udah busuk sistem pemerintahannya. Setuju. Parah. Udah worse banget aja, parah Indonesia cuy. Gue udah gak ngerti lagi sih. Hari-hari berita buruk mulu gak sih? Lip, bener gak Lip? Berita buruk mulu gak sih Lip? Ngerasa gak sih? Kamu lihat kan beritanya? Apapun itulah, terserah lah. Gue mikir kayak, what's wrong with this freaking Indonesian, man? I mean, what's wrong this world? Like, come on, really? Apa udah tanda-tanda gitu ya? Gue jadi ngeri anjing. Pertanda gitu.
Tracks. But I assume they're too small to belong to a Givra.
You're right.
Guiva.
They're barely big enough to belong to a
Guiva.
Givra's breakfast.
Ya aku takutnya negara atau kerajaan yang runtuh dari dalam korupsi dan lain biasanya nggak bakal balik kayak dulu. Ini menurut sejarah kerajaan besar di zaman. Takutnya negara atau kerajaan yang runtuh dari dalam korupsi. Nah itu iya. Jadi aja. Udah parah banget, Lip. Apakah membaik atau makin even worse, Lip? Just in case. Hanya memikirkan saja. Is it even worse saja? No, I don't think so, but I don't know, maybe. Gak tahu sih.
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
But not just any claws. These belong to a Givra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry.
Gak tahu boleh bahas ini di YouTube atau enggak, tapi aku punya pandangan yang cukup kontroversial sih. Jangan dah, bahaya sih ntar. Jangan. Let's talk another topic.
Still no sign.
Ngomongin ini aja, kolesterol tycoon.
You stalked these beasts before.
Once.
Kamu tau gak,
Givras are
kolesterol
fast,
tycoon?
So the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Kolesterol, low cholesterol tycoon. Apa tuh? Masa nggak tahu, Lip? Serius? Di mana-mana lo, Lip. Itu viral.
And I gather it's your way too.
Coba Lip, tulis low cholesterol tycoon. Agnes Tycoon. Back to Ramadan aja gimana? Ya, boleh. Ramadan apa? Tentang apa?
In many ways,
low cholesterol, low Agnes Tycoon.
With desperation.
Itu viral lagi, Lip. Uma musimnya 1,2 juta view. Wow.
Something's coming.
Yang pembuatnya ya. Low kolesterol aja malah low kolesterol. Ya low kolesterol. Ya itulah susah.
Our guest has finally arrived.
Tipe. Yang penting sama lah 11-12.
It'd be rude not to.
Takyo-san! Sona Kimi!
Don't let it escape.
Aduh, pencet ini coba bentrok gitu.
Already. Too slow.
Becek sekali, Bung. Cortisol tuh cara eja ya. Cortisol ya, cortisol. Bener, cortisol ya. Cortisol ya. Cortisol ya. Ada AI cover Taikon yang lagu Low Cortisol, aku serius.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were
Ada
dangerous.
AI yang mana?
The forces of nature, all
AI
right.
apa lagi? AI di mana-mana soalnya.
And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed.
Nah, nih, nah. Oh, yang itu. Ah, itu mah high kolesterol. Cortisol, high cortisol itu maunya yang low lip.
Free in the open ocean.
Low maunya low cortisol. 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 Gue baca yang atas.
This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more.
Cortisol.
Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Yamila before it spoils.
Ini masih ada satu icon lagi katanya ya. Gue nggak tahu cara dapetinnya gimana. Grafiknya berat anjir tadi. Terlalu berat. Berat banget. Jamila. Mau dengerin dulu? Ya, butuh apa? Low cortisol. Butuh cortisol.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One Geaver tongue. As promised.
Guiver Tongwe. Winiver ya.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
Action of the ancient audio icon field arm of the increases the area of effect while allowing the effect of the ability and interrogate recovery status. Complete complete 10 media quest. Gokil, masih ada cuy.
It is good to have him back.
Ini apa lagi nih yang masih ada anjir?
Summon another.
No, it has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Walius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators, the baby's parents and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me, but being Walius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
10.000, wow.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Gladly.
Water of Life. Wah, gila, gue pikir udah kelar aja. Gokil. I like it. Bentar, ini dah cara dapetin. Ini gimana anjir? How to get ulti. Hah? Oh, udah. Pak, gue salah denger ya?
It's good to have him back.
Iya, gue disuruh ngulang lagi anjir.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
Lah?
You? So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning
Anjir, itu yang
disguise?
kemarin di ini.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that
Wah,
was
gila ya.
Clive. But he saved
You must
your
have complete
life.
save file with us.
That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous then.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both. All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
Bentar. Bentar dulu nih. Gua bingung nih. How to get Ultima Icon, anjir. How to get Ultima. Anjir. Wah, anjir, cowok capek banget terus. Gua harusnya main yang New Game Plus bukan yang ini, salah. Anjir. Bisa udah lah. Jangan aja dah. Nah, bisa nih. Wah, banget. Aku gue salah anjir. Oh my god, gue salah. Aduh, gue salah anjir. Harus main yang New Game Plus aja anjir. Main yang ini nih harusnya nih. Grinding lagi dong gua. Iya. Dah. Grinding lagi nggak mungkin gua dapat hari ini aja. Leviathan. Ultima aja. Jauh banget anjir, capek. Iya anjir, pulang lagi. Aduh, ngulang lagi anjir, capek banget. Oke, kita udahan dulu karena udah panjang ya. Ini lagi anjing, gue salah cok. Kenapa gue nggak main yang new game? Wah, nggak bisa nih main offline sih, ntar sih ulang lagi parah. Thank you yang udah mampir. I'll see you in the next stream berikutnya lagi.